and welcome to Flights of Fandom, the show where we create improvised fan fiction using tabletop role-playing games. I'm your Game Master David. He, him. I'm a graphic designer, an illustrator, and a game designer. You can check out all my game stuff over at dbb-8.itch.io. And you can also check my Instagram and Twitter. That's at dbrunelbrutman. And this week, we are returning to Gotham City for our final installment of our fourth Escape from Arkham flight, following our four Gotham City henchmen as they make their own way in the criminal underworld. We are playing In the Dark, a simplified version of Blades in the Dark. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to the cast to introduce themselves. Let's get started with Hopper.
Well, shit, that's me. Hey, everybody, I'm Hopper. I use they, them pronouns, as does the character I'm playing tonight. If you like, I don't know, bad hot takes and general angry anti-authoritarian snark, you can find me on the internet under Fail Deadly. That's with a 3 instead of an E, so it looks like Fail Badly. And if you like TTRPG content of moderate to high quality, you can follow me under the Legend Tree on most locations. I can be found there as well.
Cool. Let's scoot over to Puja.
Hello, everybody. I am Puja. You can find me over on the Twitter place at Puja and on Instagram at Pujabberwocky. And my pronouns are she, her. And tonight I am back to playing Manny Quinn, also she, her, who has recently been shot up by Joker's goons and then, I think, hallucinated seeing her wife there? Yeah.
An interesting theory. Moving on
Maybe
up to
died
Marcy.
and gone to heaven.
Hey y'all, I'm Marcy, aka Experimental Madness, which is the name you can find me most places around the internet, except for Twitter, where I remain the resident cryptid. But technically you can find me under the username Marciful. I am back playing Jacky Ripley, your friendly neighborhood hitwoman, who totally busted up Harvey Dent's whole scene and is currently holding his brain cell. I mean, very, very literally. And is off finding him and has no idea what's going on with the rest of her friends.
It's great. And finally, Mattie.
Hello, I am Mattie. Until I shortly become Ed, I use they, them pronouns, and my character Ed uses he, him pronouns. You can find me around the internet as Cellartator. I have a website. I'm an illustrator. I like nerdy stuff, D&D, love role-playing games. So you can check me out on Instagram. Literally just search Cellartator. I don't think it's that common. And yeah, tonight I will be playing Ed, who is a recently mildly traumatized. He had a pretty, I would say probably pretty chill life. Ex-Riddler goon, average middle-aged divorcee, kind of absent father because he's off doing crime with his surrogate children who are also criminals, and I cannot wait to see what sort of drama we get up to tonight, and I promise I won't drive a car through a shop. Maybe.
Did we just get adopted?
Surprise!
That sure is what that sounded like.
Listen, this flight is about family. It's just like Fast and Furious.
God damn
Cars,
it, I was literally about to
family. So, speaking of our little family, let's check in with them. We're gonna open right where we left off at the end of the last one. We are in this desolate industrial section of the Gotham waterfront. There's a cold wind blowing a dusting of snow along the quay here. In the yellow street lamp light, we see a wrecked storefront of this small computer repair shop where an SUV has apparently barreled through the front door and display window. Parked in front of that scene is a semi-truck with its loading ramp down. The trailer reads Falcone Shipping and Logistics on the side. And behind that, we have a very tense situation. There are 3 chopped VW vans painted in neon green and purple, one of which is a flaming wreck, just pouring flames and smoke into the snowy night sky. Clustered around the vans, we have a pretty good number of Joker goons in clown masks and makeup, holding smoking machine guns, and popping out of the sunroof of the middle van is one Harley Quinn in her full classic black and red Harlequin outfit. And she's looking down with an expression of shock and sagging into horror at Manny, who is crumpled on the pavement in between the truck and these goons. Harley has just shouted, "Everyone stop firing right now! Guns down, you dipshits!" She leaps out of the sunroof of this chopped Joker van, slides down the windshield and hood, runs over to Manny and crouches down next to her. Manny, who do we see here on the pavement? And describe your current physical and mental state.
Sure. On the pavement, you see, probably for one of the first times, more red than blue, a medium height, brown skinned, blue haired woman in the unambiguous mid 20s to 40s range. It's that melanin, baby. The red I mentioned is the bright red bloodshot wound leaking all over a light blue hoodie. It's kind of gone a little patriotic-y looking now, I guess. And look, Manny's eyes were closed, and then she opens them again and is just like, "Ooh, heaven's pretty." Yes, because Manny, in game terms, is rocking a severity 2 harm. It would have been a severity 3 harm, but I was able to successfully roll to resist, which is good because otherwise she'd have been incapacitated and not in this scene.
Yeah. So, fortunately, you are still conscious and functional with severity 2 harm, but you have been decidedly hurt, and you see Harley's face sort of floating above you, painted, stark white, and she's looking down, and she whispers to you, Baby, are you okay? Manny, talk to me. Hey. And she sort of like slaps your face a little bit.
Manny jerks awake and looks down at her arm and goes, "Wait, did she get shot in the arm or the leg? I don't remember."
You've been shot
whatever
in your
part
leg.
of body. Leg, yeah. Okay. Looks down at her leg and goes, "Oh man, I just got that tattoo done. I'm sorry."
And you can see, like, Harley lets out a visible sigh of relief as it's clear that you are not dead or dying. So with that, I think she has maybe over her Harley Quinn outfit, she has like a coat or a jacket that she's thrown on against the cold, and she actually like takes it and rips a strip of fabric off the bottom and ties it around your leg where the bullet wound is to stop the bleeding, and you know she does this very quickly and hurriedly because the guys, the Joker goons who are surrounding you now, are looking pretty antsy, and they are very heavily armed. And a second ago, before Harley gave the stop order, they were blasting at you, and they're confused, and you know, a large number of confused people with guns is a bad situation. So Harley ties this off and gets up, dusts herself off. She looks furious. And Manny, like, you can see behind that fury, because you know her so well, kind of wheels turning, like she's pissed and she's trying to figure something out, and you see like the light bulb go off and something kind of click, and she rounds on the Joker goons, shouting, "What the hell is wrong with you? You fucking idiots! These are our fucking guys!" And one of the guys with a machine gun sort of shifts nervously and says, "Oh, but Harley, you didn't say we had any guys or anything over here." She says, "Shut it!" And she shoots the guy in the leg with a just comically oversized revolver. Blam! That she pulls out.
Oh my god.
She rounds on them. "Mr. J is gonna be pissed. All of you assholes, get back in the cars!" And they're sort of looking at each other. They're really not sure what to do here. Our view sort of shifts up from Harley, like standing with this smoking revolver in front of these guys that she appears to have command over. And we get a glimpse back into the trailer of the semi-truck, where we see Olly and Ed, who have been watching this scene. Like, all of this has happened in the space of, you know, less than a minute, right? This all happened very quickly. So, Olly and Ed, what are you doing? Let's start with Olly.
So, so what we're gonna do here now? So we see, you see Olly, stand up from taking cover from behind a pile of guns, like, which is super safe. Just the best cover. But and they are, so this is, Olly appears to be.
I mean, they're probably not loaded. Probably.
I fucking hope so. That's a terrible. Olly will have words with Ed.
Yeah, like
if that is what happens.
It would be weird if they were, but it's Gotham.
Whatever. Yeah, like what? Matrix Boy seems like the kind of person that would keep an arsenal full of loaded guns. Anyway, Hopper was about to go down a rabbit hole. So Olly stands up. They're roughly like 5'8" kind of scrawny, but definitely like you know, a lot of lean muscle, with a kind of a poorly dyed green faux hawk leather vest over a black hoodie. And they're holding what appears to be a grenade launcher. And I think as they stand up, that they had just used to destroy one of these chopped clown cars. They stand up and walk forward, kind of in still wearing the Matrix sunglasses. They bullied off one of the arms dealers whose outfit we just took over. And kind of flips the break action on this grenade launcher open, tosses the big spent shell to the ground, and grabs another one out from their hoodie pocket, puts it back in, and flips it up very dramatically, just to kind of add weight to what Harley's saying, like, get back in the car or else.
Yeah. Ed, you are also in the back of the trailer. Our view moves over to you. Who do we see, and what are you up to here?
You see a average height, very average looking guy. Kind of got some dark circles under his eyes, maybe a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. But he's got a little bit of a dad bod, brown hair, kind of graying, high and tight haircut, brown eyes. And he is looking extremely confused, and also still like terrified. And he like whispers to Olly, and he's like, so are we shooting? Are we not shooting? Like, should I throw a grenade? Like,
No. If I shoot, you shoot or throw. Okay?
Okay.
Just make sure it clears the truck, okay?
Which truck?
This one.
Oh,
this one,
this
Ed.
truck.
Don't blow us up, Ed. Don't fucking blow us up.
I've never thrown a grenade before. And I have only shot a gun like maybe 2 or 3 times, so I'll do my best.
We're gonna work on this. We'll practice this later, okay? Just, you know what? Why don't you go over to the side there so you don't shoot me in the back, please?
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just, I'll survey the situation. I'm gonna sort of take myself. I think that would probably be the safest move. I believe not last episode, but the episode before that, I got a drone.
Oh, you did? That's fucking right.
And I think its name is Boink. And I know it was like halfway across the city. Has it had a chance to make its way back yet?
Oh yeah, good call. We never did resolve that. I mean, I think at this point, like, you sent it to the initial meeting location where you initially started your tale of high stakes to this location. But you've been here for quite a while. I think we've established that it's been several hours because you rolled up, you scoped the scene out, you drove a SUV through the window of the store, you had a standoff with the arms dealers.
A lot of things have
Jacky
happened.
had a fun conversation with her question mark.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, you got it.
And then you started loading things into this truck, and you have been doing that for quite some time. So I think it's reasonable that in that time you could have called the drone back to this location. It would have had enough time to fly all the way back.
Okay. I would like to see if I can, with my drone remote control, help, or laptop? I don't know. How do drones work? I don't know. Okay. I would like to use the drone to try to help look for, I'd like to send it to Jacky's location, basically. So
okay.
I guess if I could zero in on her cell phone that I gave her.
You did give her the cell phone.
You have one of
and
those parent and child tracking apps installed on it, don't you?
What? No?
I can't think of
God
any,
damn it.
I can't think of any reason that if you gave her the cell phone, you would not be able to track her using the cell phone. So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Okay. He's like muttering to himself. He's like, all right, let's just hope Jacky doesn't ask how I found her. I know this is an invasion of privacy, but it's for your own good. And I would like to kind of send the drone over there with the aim of maybe helping from the skies, helping Jacky with whatever she is doing.
Cool. And I think we just catch a glimpse of, on the other side of the destroyed computer repair store, a drone takes off and shoots off into the night. Manny, we're back with you.
Okay.
You're on the ground. You feel bad, but you are functional, if somewhat impaired. And your Chaos Wife is standing above you with this gun, smoking at her side, glaring down these goons who are sort of like just starting to shrug their shoulders and like shuffle towards the Joker cars. What do you do at this point?
Manny's gonna kind of like grab onto Harley's arm and like pull herself up onto her good leg. And once those goons are out of earshot, Manny's just gonna say, Mr. J?
I'll explain in the car. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Do you have... Can we just call that doctor that helped Olly earlier back? I mean, we might need to become frequent flyers with him.
Yeah, we're gonna go see him. Don't worry.
All right. I think she'll just hobble to where Harley leads her.
Yeah, okay, so a couple of the guys are going to kind of like, they're going towards that center car that she was in, and she waves them off and says,
Nah, not that one. Get in the other one. The rest of you chuckleheads, take the stuff and get it in that trailer.
And she points to the tractor trailer, and then I think shouts back over her shoulder to you, Olly.
Hey, you can drive, right?
Yeah, I got my learner's permit.
All right, good. Come on. And
Well, that explains a lot.
bring haircut, too.
And she makes like a flat top motion to indicate Ed.
I think you see Ollie's like eyebrow twitch a little bit after Ed says that. It's cool. Next time we'll work on not driving into buildings, Ed. Okay.
Hey, I got where I was going, didn't I?
We're just rolling
Did
with
she
this.
just call me haircut?
Yeah, she called you haircut.
Harley Quinn called me haircut.
That is correct, yes, Ed. But what the fuck?
What?
Are we just rolling with this?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I was getting really sweaty taking all those guns and putting them in the trailer, so I'm gonna let this happen.
We need to talk to Manny privately.
Well, I mean, she usually checks his Snapchat, so
Send
could
her a
try.
Snapchat. Ask her what's up. Until then, let's roll with it. Nah, Ollie straightens up very dramatically, slings the grenade launcher over their back, and hops down. Just kind of scoping out the area. I don't like, or Ollie does not like any of this, so I think they're very much like big cat that has just been ousted from a good sunning spot energy. Like, just kind of stalking around like, I wanted to move anyways. That's right. You didn't make me do shit. I wanted to do that.
It's gonna sit, like, just stay, like, in the truck and make the Joker's, like, goons, like, maneuver around him. Like, he's definitely making it, like, 10 times harder because he's, like, got his stuff all spread out and they're like, could you move? And he's like, I'm clearly busy.
Yeah,
important Joker business.
One of them approaches you and is like, okay, so where's the rest of the stuff? Harley wants us to finish loading this thing, I guess.
It is. Hang on. There's nothing incriminating, right? No, I don't think so. It is in the.
There's nothing
basement.
incriminating with the enormous stash
No.
of illegal guns
What
that
I
you're
meant is,
moving?
like, there's nothing like that would reveal that maybe we are not, the Joker's guys. No. Okay, so just follow the trail of destruction. Go past the wrecked SUV, and then through a door, and you'll go down some stairs, and then you'll see it. And just make sure you pack it up all nice, and we don't want anything jostling it around or getting broken. It's a pretty big score, so mind your P's and Q's.
All right, you heard them, boys. Let's get to it. And they head off, picking through the. You've cleared apart, a path through the wreckage of the computer store, and down those stairs into the underground warehouse, and they are going to start carrying out the arms, the gun cases, the ammo, all the stuff that you had been transferring into this truck, and start loading it up.
Oh shit! Sorry. Okay. While they're doing that, can Ed? I would like Ed to be focusing, on trying to help Jacky. So if this isn't viable, then that's fine. But I would like to start being like, so what's your? We're kind of sort of independent contractors. What's your experience with the Big J? Like, do you guys get dental, like paid time off, sick days? Just family support. I don't know. Or, what? I got a lot of kids, so just.
The guy who you're talking to looks at you like you have grown another head. He doesn't know what to make of this question. I think he sort of pauses for like a good couple of seconds before he says, "What the heck are you talking about?"
Would you consider this gainful employment? We're breaking the law and stuff, but it's sort of an ecosystem, right? Like, you still gotta make a living,
Yeah, we're making a great living. We get a cut of the stuff, and we run the dang streets. That
right,
sounds
and
like
I guess,
a good living to me.
Like,
Ollie,
is that
Ollie pops
personally...
their head around the side of the truck. Ed, stop talking to the clowns. You're gonna break something. They only got like 6 brain cells.
Well, I just was wondering if it was personally satisfying and fulfilling for you. Like, when you say run the streets, like, do you, like, is it more of a rat race, or, like, do you feel in control of your life,
I got the break about 5 kneecaps last week, and I like breaking kneecaps. I call that a good deal.
That's good. You sound pretty self-actualized and like you're satisfied with your life, so.
Hey, listen. It's a wild city out there. You're better off you're better off linking up with somebody rather than going it on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
for
a
sure.
surefire way to get yourself hurt.
Totally. No, definitely don't want to go alone. It's all about a community, right? Like, it's all about, linking up and, being strong together. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah. And when you're with Joker, you got a strong group.
Yeah, and you're not like taking each other down from the inside, are you? That would be like that sounds like it would be a pretty toxic work environment. I don't know.
Who are you again?
Oh, I used to. I'm an independent contractor, so I've done some work for the Riddler. So.
Uh-huh. Well, Riddler's killed some people, but, not like Joker. You gotta go for the big leagues. You gotta find the baddest guy in town, and that's who you're gonna follow. That's my philosophy.
Well, I'm here now, so, here's hoping to successful relationship. A job well done, am I right?
Ed, are you trying to achieve anything specific with this
Yes,
conversation?
okay, yes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to... Our original goal was to seize the means of violence.
Okay, yeah,
Are we trying to seize the means of violence?
You're fomenting a union.
I'm
Right.
fomenting a union!
What I'm asking is...
I could watch 5 hours of that.
What I'm asking is, are you trying to convince this guy of something specific that you would like him to do?
I would like to incept the idea that,
Clownception.
Well, I also wanted to see if maybe he wasn't like... It seems like maybe he's kind of like a horrible person. So,
Yeah, he works for the Joker,
Also,
voluntarily.
you asked a clown who works for the Joker whether his workplace environment is toxic, and it hurt.
I mean, you also asked if they have dental, which I think is phenomenal.
We did establish that the
important.
Riddler provides dental, so...
We're gonna get an overview of what each
yeah.
boss offers in due time.
For sure.
well, like, you have to find people that are dissattleed, right?
Manny
Okay.
gets the best perks. Fight me.
I would like to find like maybe there are people like who clearly not this guy who loves to break kneecaps, but maybe there are people who like to break kneecaps, but also like want a better life and are forced into like doing really, really horrible, like questionable things instead of only mildly questionable and horrible things, because the Joker was their only option. So that's what Ed's looking for.
Yeah, totally. So, I think we're looking at... I want to have a roll, and it feels like sway to me.
That's
I don't...
good. I have one
yeah,
point in that.
I'm not sure if there's any other options here. So you're making a sway roll. Let's see, this guy's with the Joker, so he's at a level 3. Your crew is now at a level 2. You had enough XP to bump your level up last time. And I should also note that you did have to spend a fund to do that. So you have spent your last remaining fund to increase level. So we are looking at 1 die down from your sway rating to start.
Okay, so if I had 1 dot in sway, then so now I'm at disadvantage, right?
You're at disadvantage currently to start. You can push yourself, take a devil's bargain. I don't think that there is any immediate assistance you can enlist, but if anybody has an idea, go for it.
What's the devil's bargain?
Oh gosh. The devil's bargain here is, I'm I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. The devil's bargain here is you can have the extra D6, but the idea that you plant in this guy's head is going to create a schism in the Joker gang, which could work in your favor or could backfire spectacularly.
Oh man, that seems like a pretty good devil. Let's just hope I don't fail the roll. So now I'm not at disadvantage. I'm back to one whole die.
I just want to be clear here. Like your mission that you've been given is end the gang war. If you accept the devil's bargain, you might be essentially splitting off a third faction to continue the gang war.
Yeah, but divide and conquer. Like,
I mean,
Julius
yeah,
Caesar, right?
Right. Maybe it'll work for you. Or maybe you'll have yet a third faction coming after your group.
Look, I never claimed that Ed was a great strategist or even very smart.
Anyway, you're up to 1d6. Roll it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Oh, yeah. So that is 2.
A 2.
Yep.
A complete failure. Okay, but because you've taken the devil's bargain, the schism is going to happen regardless. I'm making note of that for later. So,
I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
What I'm gonna say here is, I think I'm gonna have some harm coming at you, which is going to be, let's say, psychological in nature, because this guy kind of pauses in your conversation, and suddenly he's become very suspicious of you, Ed, and he's gonna look you, he's gonna sort of like glare at you for a second, and he'll say, "You sure you're an independent contractor? 'Cause I know what Harley said, but I ain't never heard nothing about Joker hiring no independent contractors. You supposed to be here? Or is there something else going on?"
Are you supposed to be here? Look at all these fucking guns. I think that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Maybe Joker needed to hire independent contractors because his own guys weren't getting the fucking job done.
We're getting the job done now.
Yeah, after I came and did it for you. So, I'm done talking.
Yeah, I think it's time you walk away. And he's gonna turn back to his work. He's done with you. And this kind of rattles you, and I am going to declare that 1 severity harm.
Ooh, I already have 1 little box marked, so now I have both boxes marked. Does that mean I lose a D6?
Yes.
Oh, yay! That's good.
Yeah, so you're gonna be down a die on rolls going forward.
Woohoo!
So now you have.
All right.
This is fun.
Now you have this second box of harm marked. All right, so Ed, you are walking back towards the car, or towards the chopped Joker van. Harley is like waving the guys off.
"Not this one, you idiot. I'm getting in this one, and I'm putting our very highly paid contractors in it, and we're going back to base, and you clowns better hope that Mr. J doesn't find out what you did here."
And Manny, she sort of puts you into the back seat, gets in beside you, and sort of leans out the driver's side back seat window, and hollers over to you, Ed, and Olly again.
Come on! Get in the dang vehicle!
Ed packs everything up and he's like sweating profusely.
Just for my
and
edification.
Manny will nod if either of you make eye contact with her. As in, like, let's basically just trying to communicate that he's talked to Harley about this. Like, let's go with this.
Okay. I think Olly makes eye contact with Manny. We get the extended shot of that nonverbal eyebrow only communication.
Yeah. We're just like whipping back and forth, close on your eyes.
It's because the sunglasses is exclusively eyebrows from Olly's perspective.
Right, and there's like very elaborate subtitles explaining exactly what it is you're saying. Yeah.
Amazing. And Olly's gonna swing up into the tractor trailer. Is that the plan?
Harley is indicating that you get into the driver's seat of the Joker
SUV.
van.
Of the Joker van. Okay, that's what I was confused about. So I'm getting in the driver's seat of one of the Joker vans. Who's driving the tractor trailer?
Nobody. There's nobody in it.
We're leaving it here? All right, Olly's going to get in the van and immediately goes...
That seems to be what Harley is indicating you should do.
Okay. Olly jumps into the driver's seat of this Joker van. Ugh. Smells like clown.
Yeah, no shit. It smells like clown. Get us out of here. Right now.
Are we leaving the fucking guns?
Let them deal with the guns. They'll take them back to where we're going.
Where are we going?
Just start driving. Do you know where the old pier is? The old Wonderland pier?
Yeah, why are we going there? Look, no offense.
Because it's the only safe spot we got right now. And I need to get back there.
Just for clarification. And Olly at this point is putting this old piece of shit into gear. This has not been true. This is an old classic vehicle that has been abused by clowns. Thoroughly. And I think there's like you see them kind of grimace at like every gear shift and just kind of like, who's we, Harley?
What do you mean, who's we?
We as in us and you, or we as in the royal we, or we as in like...
Yeah, no shit, Olly. We as in us and you. We as in everybody in this car right now. Come on.
Okay.
We do not have a lot of time before these chuckleheads start getting suspicious.
Yeah, so...
they're dumb, but they're not that dumb.
There is a really cacophonous backfire and a billow of smoke out the tailpipe, and this old sketchy ass looking piece of shit just hauls ass.
And you can see Harley like relax a little bit in the back seat, and she says, just to like as a double firm,
okay, Arkham Wonderland Pier, step on it.
And then as soon as you are like sort of out of the immediate vicinity and on the road, like driving down the street, Harley just breaks down. She rips the Harlequin hood off, and Manny, she is just like, she throws her arms around you.
Oh my god, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god. Are you okay? Are you bleeding out?
I'm bleeding, but I think I'll be fine till we get to the doctor. Baby, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? What were you doing there?
Well, that's a really long story involving trying not to go back to Arkham and getting bullied into trying to stop a turf war. I'm in pain.
Huh.
Do you say,
Maybe it's
I'm
not
in
that long a
pain?
story. That sounds kind of familiar.
Wait, what happened to you, babe? Why are you back working with that asshole?
No, I ain't working with that asshole. You know I would never go back.
I know, which is why I'm worried. Who do they threaten?
All right, so Bat shows up, says that there's this gang war going on. We all know about it, right? Guys fighting in the streets, creating all kinds of chaos, which, suits me just fine, but the Bat ain't happy about it. So he says to me, Harley, what can you do about this? I think maybe you got an in with the Joker. I'm like, Bats, if you think I got an in with the Joker, now, after everything that happened, you're crazier than the Joker. But,
He was
No.
there in Arkham when we gave Joker the old pocket rockets and got out. Well, didn't we just send them to deal with each other and get out of there?
I can hardly remember. The number of times that I seen those two scrap, it all kind of blends together, you know?
You think they just make out already?
It does seem
Right?
a little homoerotic.
I know, right? But
There's some deep psychology there that I would love to dig into, but if I try and I start thinking about it, I will lose it if I have to think about Jay that much.
well, that's totally fair. But what did Bat say after you said you couldn't do it?
He didn't seem like he was gonna take no for an answer. He said he'd haul me back to Arkham, etc., blah blah blah. And you know what? I don't want to mess with the Bat. I tangled with him enough times. It's not it ain't fun. So I said, all
Okay.
right, I'll see what I can do.
Um,
And well,
Ed? Sorry, go ahead.
I figure I worked for Jay for long enough. Maybe there's some way to get back in and see what he's up to. I went poking around, found out that his gang had set up shop over at the Arkham Wonderland Pier, and in all the abandoned amusement park stuff over there, and watched the place for a little bit, waited until Jay left, and then I put on the old outfit and waltzed right in. Said that Jay had sent me to oversee things while he was out, and, well, like I said, those guys ain't too smart, they bought it. So then I figures, okay, I'm in here, I can poke around, I can see what's what, figure out how to disrupt operations. I'm thinking about it, and I say, Harley, what's the best way to stop a bunch of guys from shooting at each other? Well, maybe take away the guns. So,
Baby, you're a genius.
thank you, sweetheart.
And she plants a little kiss on your on sort of like the side of your cheek.
So,
love.
I'm like, how do I get the guns? Well, let's find who's providing the guns, and we'll trace them back to where they are, and then I'll get the Joker's guys to come in, and we'll take all the guns, and, then I'll figure out how to get rid of them from there once I got them.
Huh. Wow. It's crazy.
Well, a couple of things. First, Ed, you should text Jacky and tell her we're gonna have to kill the
right.
Batman. He basically bullied Harley into going back to that asshole clown, and for that he has got to die now. But
Hey,
baby, besides, no,
Listen, if you want to get on
unforgivable.
that list of people who are trying to kill the Bat, be my guest, sweetheart. I'll do whatever I can to help you, but it's a long list, and a lot of people have tried very, very hard.
I'm just saying, for a good guy, he sure does a lot of bullying and sending people back to their abusers. A little too much for my liking. So, but that being said, he threatened us with the exact same thing, baby. Fix this gang. Why does he want us to do his job?
Yeah, that sounds like the Batman.
But the good thing is we kind of came up to the same plan, except we didn't have that in with the Joker, so we just made our own in.
Well, you're a genius, baby.
Well, it was a group effort, but we just got all those guns, and Mom almost killed Harvey Dent in the process, so that's what Jacky's dealing with.
Yeah, I almost ran them over. It was
Harvey Dent?
For a second there, I thought Jacky was gonna kill me.
How's Two-Face tangled up in all this?
He was buying guns at the time.
Yeah. The guys at the warehouse work for him, I think.
Yeah, he's double dealing, right? Isn't he?
But we kind of
sounds like Two-Face.
We took the warehouse off their hands, and we were just unloading everything with plans to move it so that we could control the gun supply, and that's when you came in.
Baby, I'm sorry. I should have told you I was going out on a job. I should have told you what it was. I didn't want to freak you out. You know.
I know. Same here.
Batman shows up. He does his thing. Rah, I'm the Dark Knight. And, like...
Do what I say for no pay.
I didn't want to worry you.
I know, baby. I mean,
it all backfired, and now you're hurt.
Oh, this little thing? It'll be okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll get you to the doctor. He's
okay.
He's back at Joker's base of operations. They got a guy. He's good.
Wait.
I mean, you know this
babe,
already.
The doctor that you sent to the scrapyard to fix up Olly was Joker's guy?
Well, yeah, he was right there. What?
Oh, no.
We're gonna have to kill your doctor.
Well, baby, we were planning on stashing the guns out there, and, well, the doctor can lead that crazy clown right to us.
Oh. Shoot.
Yeah,
well,
that's the idea. I don't know
he's a good doctor. It's a shame.
Well, we were also talking about starting, a revolution. Maybe we can offer him better pay and he'll come work for us. And we don't have to kill him.
That's if the Joker hasn't already made him spill. I don't know, doesn't the Joker like kill and torture for fun?
Oh yeah, it's one of the number one things he does for fun.
Guy needs a hobby.
Oh, that's the hobby, sweetheart.
A different hobby. I should have clarified. I heard it right after I said it.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I heard it. But so you can't really take me back. Well, I guess if the Joker's not around and these guys think we're working for the Joker,
I don't know what he's up to. He's been gone for close to a week. Yeah, I wasn't just gonna move in as soon as he left the premises. I waited to see if he would come back. I waited a while, and he didn't. And he hasn't come back yet. I ain't been there for too long, but he's up to something else somewhere.
And given that it's the Joker, nothing good.
We should definitely minimize the amount of time we're there. Let's get Manny patched up. Let's get Ed some Dramamine, and then we'll take the semi.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll catch back up with Jacky by then. I think it's gonna need all of our brains together to figure out our way out of this one.
Ed, did you text her yet?
Yeah, I think Ed's text is like filled with emojis. You'll never believe this. Ran into Holly. The bats made her go back to the, and then clown emoji, and then a bunch of like angry face emojis. Bullshit! Exclamation! 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 Sending drone your way, and then love, Ed. Oh, and also we're going to Wonderland Pier, Joker's base of operations. Joker's been gone for a week. Probably fine. I think we're all gonna die.
This comes, Jacky, to your phone in a series of like 10 discrete text messages. And I think the phone is on the seat next to you in Betty Green as you cruise down the nighttime streets of the Gotham Industrial Waterfront District. We see this phone on the seat with the notification going off, ping, beeling, 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 and we move up to Jacky behind the steering wheel. Jacky, who do we see?
You guys see a woman in her mid-30s, short, asymmetrically shaven hair, and it seems to be fading out of a dye job, as it always is. She's wearing her black leather jacket, although I think poking out of it a little bit, you can see one of the chest holsters that carries her twin revolvers at all times. She's a wiry built woman. She clearly knows her way around a fight. She's got a bunch of like healing cuts and bruises on her face and down to like through her collar, even in like her knuckles always look perpetually like they're healing and scabbed and bloody. And right now she's like drumming her fingers on the steering wheel like anxiously, and she's like literally has her head on a swivel looking out multiple windows. I think they're rolled down too, which is not the smartest thing ever, but Jacky's not being so smart right now.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly doesn't do anything for your comfort as the cold winter air is fully blowing through the windows of Betty Green, the crew's 1969 Mustang. Jacky,
yeah,
what's going through your head right now? Give us a little bit of the internal monologue.
Jacky is thinking how badly she fucked up this whole thing. Not necessarily it being a bad plan, but just everything that went down the second they discovered that Harvey was working with like high stakes and was basically the arms dealer for this war between Joker and Penguin, and she's just thinking, I should have just had them turn the fucking car around. I should have just figured this whole thing out. And then there's like all of these different like that I should have done this and I should have done that. And like, what the hell was I thinking? Like with the car going through, just like this whole like litany of like, I could have done this, I could have done that, when this happened, when that happened. Like maybe I shouldn't have just ghosted Harvey in the first place, and then I could have just told him what was going on. Because if we've learned anything from both of these interactions that have just occurred, it's that communicating with your significant other might prevent catastrophic disaster in your grand mastermind plans.
I think we've all learned something today about communication in a relationship.
Yeah, this whole thing has been a PSA.
So, Jacky, I don't think there's any question about whether or not you find Dent. He was on foot. He couldn't have gone far. You have a vehicle, and you can pretty well scour the area before he can get away from this part of the city. The only question is sort of how long that takes you and if it costs you anything.
Ooh.
So I want to roll for that. I think we are probably looking at your study rating
That's not
to
good.
start. I this isn't contested, so levels don't come into it.
Doesn't matter. There's nothing
we're
in
not
there.
in a desperate situation. Okay,
help.
so if you're at
You help.
nothing, then you're starting with disadvantage.
Yep.
You can push yourself or take a devil's bargain, and you can get assistance because Ed did send the drone.
Oh, yes. I guess I'll use assistance to bump me up to 1.
Okay, cool.
I shouldn't
So-
be pushing myself anymore. Let's just leave it at that.
So I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
mark 1 stress for.
Yeah, so
helping.
Ed, mark 1 stress to assist. And tell
None
us...
of us should be pushing ourselves or helping each other anymore. Look at this. right.
Tell us what it is you do to assist Jacky here with the drone.
I guess so. Jacky, are you just like driving around, like looking, with your eyes?
That's all I got. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to I'm
Jacky's
gonna use,
got
I guess.
3 things: 2 eyes and 1 bad attitude.
That's the
And
tagline for
0
her life.
brain cells.
I have 1 brain cell currently.
I guess
It's not
that's
mine,
true.
but I have
That's
it.
true. I guess Ed's just gonna switch to the night vision mode, and is gonna kind of like be scanning, above and around the area. I don't know if the drone has thermal imaging on it.
I'm gonna. Are we like?
I mean,
are
we
we
love
like,
thermal imaging.
Are we going like backwards in time, just like a bit between like the first message I get from Ed about getting the drone versus when all of this went down, or have I been driving the whole time?
I
that
think
went
you've
down?
been driving around for a bit already.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the timelines sync up because you left and you've been driving around for a bit, combing the streets, and then I think you get that message from Ed. Ed, we'll say we established that this was a this is like a commercially available drone that you bought for your kid. So we'll say there's like a low light function on the camera that you can turn on to get a better view. Of
maybe
what's
like
going
a
on.
flashlight too,
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. Then yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. So Jacky, what was your roll?
5.
5. Okay, mixed success. So it's gonna take you a bit, but not an outrageous amount of time. I think you're combing around for a bit. Ed, you're in the back of, or no, I'm sorry, you're in the passenger seat of the Joker van, headed towards Arkham Wonderland Pier. And you've got your laptop open, and you have the drone's display on the screen. You're sort of piloting it around the industrial district, and I think you spot a suspiciously half black, half white coated figure. Kind of huddled in a doorway of a warehouse, like a big brick, an old brick warehouse, and you fly the drone by. You note the GPS coordinates, and Jacky, the last message that you get on your phone is a street corner.
I do think if that's coming after all of the, hey, ran into Harley, same idea.
Oh yeah.
Going back to the Joker's base. Also, he's been missing for a week. Also, Manny got shot. There's like a significant moment where she stops the car and doesn't know where she should go right now. And I think that's the minute that the other text follows up with where he is.
Yeah, because you are obviously 100% welcome to bail on this and go rejoin the group.
Go get him, Tyga.
There's a real moment of paralysis with this. Just like, what the hell is going on? She texts you back pretty immediately. Are you all like okay?
Jacky, in the moment of paralysis, do you at all consider the coin?
Yeah, she does. She 100% feels it like burning a hole in her jacket pocket. And probably for the first time really fully understands what's like everything that Harvey might be going through just a little bit. But she does send that text to you.
Yeah, I guess you asked what if everybody's
okay. And just a bunch of WTF.
I think he snaps a selfie with Manny, pointing to the gunshot wound. And Olly, you haven't taken any harm, right? I don't think
As
they have.
far as I'm aware, no.
Ed is it severity 1, or it has severity 1 filled, but it's mostly psychological. So I guess he just looks really gray and sweaty. Like, you know, when like, oh shit, like somebody sends you a picture, like when they're like, I don't know, like really sick, and you're like, oh my god, like you do not look okay. Yeah. So, but he's like, yep, all good here.
That Olly has not taken harm, for the record. I am sitting on a fat stack of stress. Because you fucking people stress me
Olly's
out.
kind of blurry while driving because he's like so jittery.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Out of character, the cat Bailey is losing her mind outside the door, so she might be guest starring.
Amazing.
She wants it. She knows
and Harley
so
is in the background next to Manny, like flashing a peace sign.
You all look terrible, which does not help Jacky at all. And I think as she's like stopped the car fully and she's looking at this picture, and her hand actually goes into the pocket with the coin in it and is just rotating it around. Oh my god. And then she takes her hand out, and then she gets like the ping. I know, but I don't have problems like that. I have different problems. I think it's just sort of like, okay, well, they're with Harley, and Harley's okay. I'm gonna go solve one problem and then deal with the rest. And that paralysis fades, and she goes towards the coordinates that you sent her.
Cool. So,
and she fires off a message with one hand while she's driving in that direction, and it just says, I will be on my way. Please, for the love of God, keep each other safe for just a few more minutes.
It's stop texting and driving, Christ.
How do you know what I'm doing?
Oh, you're suddenly not driving? Is Javi in the car? What? Stop responding.
Ed has the greatest chaotic dad energy.
Yes, it's magnificent.
It's so good. So, Jacky, you pull up alongside at the street corner that Ed indicated, alongside this big brick pile of a warehouse. You know, something that was built at some point in the in the early 20th or late 19th century, has probably been repurposed 20 times over its lifetime. There is a door set in the brick wall to the street, and you see a familiar figure sort of in the doorway, like huddled up with this half white, half black overcoat that we have described, and it is Harvey Dent. And as you pull up, he appears to be having a very animated conversation with himself.
Yeah, she parks the car and gets out of it. And just not even saying a word, just walks over to that doorway and leans on the opposite side of it. Just
Yeah, and you can hear Harvey and Two-Face talking to each other very briefly before it gets cut off. He seems to notice that you're there, turns to you, and says, "Get the hell away from me!"
so that fucking sucked.
There's a moment of like his vision seems sort of clouded. Like when he said that, he didn't even register that it was you. You hear him say, "Wait, it's her. What do you want?"
First off, that wasn't supposed to go down that way. And I probably could have handled that whole thing better. Crashing into your base of operations and then, I don't know, forcing some kind of confrontation was not
Where's
what
my coin?
I got it.
He puts his hand out. I need it.
She gives it to him.
And as it drops into his palm, he looked unstable. And you can see that like the weight of it sort of immediately grounds him. And he didn't seem to be paying attention to much of anything that you said so far. But now he is sort of alert, and he sort of juggles it through his fingers, and wraps a fist around it. He doesn't put it into his pocket yet. He's just sort of clutching it, and he sort of takes a couple of deep breaths. Jacky. What was that?
Not good planning. I was trying to apologize. None of that should have happened. I should have turned the whole crew around the second I saw that it was your scene. And then I had a whole thing partially planned to say to you, and then the car driving right into there just shot right out through the back of my skull, and then I just panicked.
I don't know what to say.
It makes two of us.
I did not expect to see you tonight. I certainly didn't expect to see you there.
Well, I didn't expect to see you either. Jesus. I shouldn't have done any of that. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, we roll into your scene, and what? I just start making demands of you. I don't know where that came from.
You up and left without any explanation, and then I don't hear anything from you for months, except a miscellaneous phone call out of the blue.
I shouldn't have done that either. There's a lot of things I probably should be apologizing for right now. I shouldn't have just walked out on you either. I seem to make a lot of bad decisions when I'm panicking.
Alright, so why'd you come after me?
I didn't. We're going after the guns. I didn't know you were involved. I was telling the truth before.
No, not that, Jacky. Now. Here.
Why'd
you come after me after I left the scene?
You left? I've never seen you do something like that before. I mean, outsiders are panicking. You scared the shit out of me. Why didn't you just grab me? Why didn't you just freaking sucker punch me and take the damn coin? You just left me with it.
Couldn't do that to you.
Okay, but you could have at least taken it. You didn't. You just ran. What was I gonna do? Leave you wandering around in fucking winter while there's a gang war going on in Gotham? Do I need to list more excuses as to why?
They sound like excuses to me.
And I wanted to make sure you were okay. Look, leaving was the hardest thing I have ever done. All right?
Then why'd you do it?
Right now, I don't know. Things were good, and I just thought that you were gonna realize that I was like holding you back, or preventing you from getting better. Cause look at me. I'm stuck in this life. This isn't yours. This isn't like your world, Harvey. You're imitating everything that every other freaking criminal in this town is doing.
It's my world now.
Yeah, for now. But once you get better, it's not gonna be anymore. But I'm still gonna be here. So, I just thought it would be easier if I just left. And I shouldn't have done that.
He kind of takes you by the shoulders.
Oh!
You have never held me back. When you and I were together, when we were working as partners, that was the best I've ever had it. I know that. And I wish you knew it too. The world out there, Jacky, this city, it's all a bunch of random garbage. You don't know what's gonna happen. Half the time it's good, half the time it's bad. And there's no way of telling. And the only time that I felt like I could make any sense of it at all was when I was with you. How often did he come out, Jacky, when we were together?
Not a lot.
Yeah. He's been out a lot lately. A lot. I gotta have things to ground me. I gotta have things that make sense out of all this random nothing. And he, holds up the coin. This makes sense. You make sense.
I guess I just wanted to see you not use that anymore. You used to always know what you wanted to do. You were gonna change everything. It was gonna be better. And now it's just, I don't know.
There's no better. There's no worse. There's just what happens.
I don't believe that. I can't believe that you're happy doing this. I don't think you want to be doing this. Listen,
happy when I was doing it with you.
and I want to be with you. I just...
You want me to be someone I'm not.
No, I don't. Shit.
I want to be who I am.
Look, I think does she know she's talking to Two-Face now, not Harvey?
You get that impression, yes.
Look, I think you and I want the same thing, which is why I don't think you've ever tried to hurt me. You and I both want to protect Harvey. I know that's why you're here.
Yeah. And I'm doing a great job. What are you doing?
Fucking things up like I usually do.
He's right. We're better with you. If you can't see that, that's on you.
Okay. So you're better with me. Do I make you a better killer? Or do I make you a better man?
What's the difference?
I guess that's my answer. Look, you want me back, I can't fully come back now ever. I've got other people that rely on me. And it's fucking terrifying. I'm not doing a great job there. I don't tend to take care of people very well. Mary won't talk to me anymore, and now I'm pretty sure I fucked things up with you, but I got them for as long as they're gonna have me until I fuck that up too. But I was wrong to just leave. I shouldn't have done that. And she pulls out her phone and she fires off like a very quick text, which is the number of the new phone to Harvey. Then puts it back in her pocket.
Yeah. You hear his phone hum in his pocket. One of those.
So, can I call you?
Yeah, if you can call me. She backs away just a little bit. Is he still like holding her by the shoulders?
No, I think he's sort of backed off.
She backs away, like
he
sticks her
definitely
hand.
hasn't had you like in a grip this entire rest of this conversation.
She backs away, puts her hands in the pockets of her jacket, and goes, "Well, my crew's still in trouble. I don't think we're out of this. And if we don't solve it, well, I guess you can break me out of Arkham this time, and we'll call it even."
All right. You can count on it.
Okay. I'm gonna... Do you have a way back? You could get in the car, I guess.
I'm feeling better. I'll call one of my guys.
Okay. Yeah. Be
Jacky,
safe. Yep.
I know... You beat up on yourself a lot. But you coming out here after me, and you going after your friends when you think they're in trouble, you might be a better person than you think you are. You know, maybe halfway better.
All right. I'm gonna try to believe that, even if I don't want to, half the time. And she makes an awkward motion to sort of, she does like a thing where she's like, okay. And she walks back to the car, then she stops, and then she runs over and she kisses him. Okay, now I'm gonna go. You can call me. And stuff.
He doesn't say anything. He looks a combination of stunned and pleased. And he puts his hands in his pockets and just sort of saunters off down the street.
She watches him go and then like sunks her head onto the steering wheel just a little bit before, straightening up and just shaking off sort of the nerves and starts making her way towards Arkham Wonderland.
All right. And that is where we're going to break. So, when we return, we will rejoin our crew as they descend into the belly of the beast, straight into Joker's base of operations. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes, right here on ManaPot Studios with Flights of Fandom, Escape from Arkham. About that. So, see you then. You pull up, Olly, in front of the gates to the abandoned Arkham Wonderland Pier. This is a large construction of wood, rotting wood, and rusting metal jutting out into Gotham Harbor. The entrance is this big, rusted, wrought iron gate with Arkham Wonderland Pier in fanciful block letters arcing over it, surrounded by a border of, at this point, mostly busted, broken light bulbs. Beyond, you can see a short length of boardwalk and then a crumbling entrance pavilion with these sort of wooden Victorian turrets draped in strings of rotting flags. The doorway into this area as you all exit the vehicle, and Harley helps Manny up through the gate and past the few guards there. A couple of tough-looking guys with pancake makeup on and brightly colored dyed hair and machine guns. You go past them and through the entrance to this pavilion, which is, of course, a big painted wooden clown's face with a smiling mouth for the doorway. With this bright paint sort of peeling off it. A couple of the wooden teeth are knocked out. And Harley ushers you all, kind of like nodding to the guys who are guarding the entrance, like it's okay, they're with me, and ushers you all into the pavilion. You're in this sort of like enclosed arcade midway kind of area, like a sort of multi-story old-fashioned arcade. You can see there is an open air entrance at the other end that leads out onto the kind of rides part of the amusement pier. And you can see some sort of like striped tent-looking roofs of rides out there. And Harley brings you over to what looks like it used to be one of those water gun games where you like try to shoot a water gun into like a frog's mouth and the lily pad goes up or whatever. And Lays and Manny helps you onto a medical table that has been set up in this carnival game booth, and out from the sort of side peers the doctor who you have previously seen. This is the same guy who Harley called over to the scrapyard to treat Olly. And the only difference between now and the last time you saw him is his face is painted with white makeup, as are the faces of everybody else in here. So we are going to take a quick downtime so that everybody can refresh their stuff, and we're just going to quickly montage that. So everybody can take the recuperate action. So all of your marked harm goes down by 1 severity level. So, for example, Manny, your 2, as the doctor takes a look at your leg, actually does medical treatment. I think, the bullet, it looks like, just went through sort of the sort of meat of your leg. I can't think of a less gross term. Sorry. But it avoided the bone. And it went out the other side, so you don't actually have any bullet fragments lodged in there.
Punctured the soft tissue, but avoided fracturing any of the skeletal tissue underneath.
Exactly.
Nice.
So you're actually in actually better shape than it might have at first looked. And the doctor is able to put like an actual dressing on the wound. And your harm is now going down from 1 severity 2 to 1 severity 1.
Yay.
Ed, you have 2 severity 1 marked. One of those is going to bump down to nothing, so you're just going to end up with 1 marked. And Jacky and Olly, I don't think you have any. Cool. Okay. Your base is not damaged, so we don't need to deal with repairs. Everybody can clear stress. I want to know what you do to just take a brief breather and relax for a second, basically, while you are in a relatively safe spot of the Joker's base.
Am I there yet?
Jacky, you are in the car on the way over.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have not arrived yet. So do we want to start with you? What do you do to just like cool off a little bit in the car?
There's a number of things I could say, but I don't think y'all will like it, so I won't say it. No, I almost feel like that whole conversation was part of clearing some stress.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I also do think that she is texting him as she's driving, because I never said she was a safe driver. It's just sort of like, there's like a beat of time, and she just sends one text, just making sure you got the number okay. And that's probably it.
Cool.
So that's all she's got.
Yeah, give me a fortune roll. I don't think this is going to be tied to any stat.
4.
4. Okay, mixed success. So that's just going to be fortune rolls for this, because I just want to move it along, are going to be tied to basically how hard I hit you in this next half when stuff goes wrong. Cool. Okay, so
God.
Jacky, you're right in the middle. Let's pop back over to let's say Ed.
Interesting. Let's see. I think that Ed is That was a lot, but I think Ed is going to draw a nice hot bath with like lavender salts and just like really thoroughly steam himself. But he is going to he like looks around to make sure Ollie's not around. And he is going to pour himself a whiskey on the rocks to take him into the bath.
Okay.
I
So
really desperately need to know what you're taking a bath in.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ed,
Huh.
you have like wandered off into the pavilion, and like upstairs there's like an area that's been set up as sort of like an ad hoc nice bathroom that has like a big it's like a big metal tub that used to be one of those games where you like a dunk tank. That's actually very good. I was gonna say one of the ones where you like throw things into little things that are moving around on the water. I love dunk tank. Yeah, Ed, you find an old dunk tank that has a hot water hookup, and you're able to take a bath in there with some privacy. And I think this is like a known spot on the Joker base. And so there's like when you leave, Ed, there's like a line of a couple of guys like waiting their turn to take a nice soak after a hard day
Breaking kneecaps.
out on the streets breaking kneecaps. Ed, give me a fortune roll.
Oh, a 6.
Cool.
I don't get athlete's foot.
Great. Ed, you're gonna be doing well in the second half. Olly, what do you do in the brief time that you have to rest and recharge?
I think Ollie is just kind of walking around getting a lay of the land. And they've pulled a number of seed packets out of their out of an interior, a vest that's designed for concealed carry. Out of the vest has these pockets where you're supposed to put guns, but in one of but they don't really use a lot of handguns. So it's a native wildflower mix, native to the region, to the Gotham area. Before it became industrialized. And so they're just finding any patches of dirt, cracks, whatever, and just sowing some seeds.
Cool. I like that. Olly, give me a fortune roll.
Fuck. That's a 1.
Ooh. All right. Olly's gonna have some fun in this half. And finally, Manny, you're patched up. You're feeling a little better, and you have a little bit. You have a few moments to recover emotionally now that you've recovered physically.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I think Manny is just going to go Manny's just going to be super queer and have a very in-depth emotional conversation with her wife because, well, look at we're not communicating, Gotham. So it's going to be just very open and healthy and wholesome. And I don't know, like, I think that it's just like kind of like reconnecting and emotionally. And I think that'll get her more centered and just knowing that they're in this together.
Cool.
Instead of trying to protect each other from the harsh truths or whatever they were both trying to do.
Yeah. Do we want to get into that or do we want to montage it?
Well, it's a finale, so we can montage it.
Okay. So I think we get a view of Harley has taken you off to sort of a there's a lot of Joker's goons walking around this pier. I think
she takes you down to the very, very end of the pier, where there is one of those big towers with the swings that that spin around. And I think the swings are sort of like lowered onto the ground at this point. Like, this thing is not functional currently. And she sits with you. They're 2-person swings. She sits with you in one of the swings, and takes your hand, and we get a view of the two of you talking on the swings, sort of silhouetted against the moon off of the Gotham Bay, and some of the lights of the city across the bay behind you, and we see you having this quiet discussion, and before we cut away, we see Harley kind of nuzzle into your shoulder, and turn your chin, and you kiss. And with that, we're back into it.
Do I have to roll a fortune roll?
Yeah, give me a fortune roll.
5.
5. Okay, so a mixed for Manny. Let's actually stay with the two of you. You're coming down from the swings. I think Harley has been very careful to make sure that there's nobody else out here before the two of you got up there, and the two of you are walking back to sort of the main pier where most of the bulk of Joker's gang is camped out, and she kind of very reluctantly lets go of your hand as the two of you are walking, and turns to you and says,
"All right, babe. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're okay. We can't let them know about us, obviously, because these dopes gotta think that I'm still working for Jay. And as long as they think that, we're safe. But I don't know when he's gonna come back. Could be any moment. And we gotta do something. As far as I'm concerned, best way to end this is to take this whole thing down."
And she sort of gestures around at the pier.
What do you think? Can you and your friends do it?
I mean, I think it's as good as idea as any, but how about let me text him real quickly to join us out here, and we can have that conversation where we can see anyone who walks up on us.
Yeah. Let's get over to the railing here. That'll give us a good...
So, yeah, and you all get a text simultaneously asking y'all to come out and
meet you
Harley and Manny
at the rail near the bumper cars.
Yeah, basically it's also a good spot to be, because if you have your backs to the pier, you can kind of see anyone walking up on us. So yeah. I don't know if Ed's out of his bath yet, but
yeah, I mean, Ed,
romantic.
you get the text as you're getting out of your bath, and Olly, I think you're continuing to kind of browse around. You've just dropped some seeds, covered them over with some maybe soil.
I'd soil still soil.
That's not where I was going with that. And you, the two of you, kind of wander over to Harley and Manny at the railing. What do you do?
It's a nice spot.
Yeah, we figured it'd be quiet and just about as far away from the goons we could get without leaving.
Yeah.
All
right.
Well,
When's Jacky getting back? Are you?
Has Jacky responded to the text?
yeah. Oh, yeah. So she did find Javi, and she should be on her way back. Well, I'll just, I'll let if she wants to talk about it, she'll talk about it. But he looks
How
at
are
them all
those
and gives
kids
them kind of,
doing?
Did they get back together, Ed? Oh no!
well,
He's
okay,
too good
not
for him.
Not exactly, but there was an exchange of numbers, and he. Okay, look,
Oh,
you
come
didn't hear
on,
this
babe.
from me.
I think it's romantic.
You
You
didn't
open
hear-
a door and I just want Jacky to not have to babysit her partner. I don't think that's asking for a lot.
Well, he did say that, he. Okay, look, you didn't hear this from me, but she'll never tell us this. Okay, so he did say that, he and Two-Face said, because they're different, I don't know, that Jacky makes them a better person. And then she was all like, do I make you a better killer or a better man?
Oh,
And then Two-Face was basically like, what's the difference? And sad string music. But they did say that Jacky was too good for them, which I agree with. But they're both violent murderers, so
listen.
And who isn't?
and I haven't murdered anybody.
I
I think.
So here's the thing. We all know that Jacky makes them a better person. But I'm still not convinced that he/they make Jacky a better person. And isn't that what you want from a good relationship?
Well, I guess I don't know if relationships are transactional. It seems to me that Javi helped Jacky and his sister out of a really tight spot, and maybe she sees it as repaying the favor, and
That
she
sounds
sees,
pretty transactional to me, Ed.
well, she sees the man. I don't know. She sees the
But
man.
when you boil down all human interaction, it's all transactional
Well,
to some degree.
Absolutely. Here, I mean, if Jackie's into it, I'll support her because I'm her friend. But I'm just saying, if he does her wrong, I'm gonna beat his
We'll
ass.
kill him. Yeah, we'll kill him.
Yeah. All right. As long as we're all
And
Only
then
if we
agreed on
Jacky
that.
get
will
to him
kill us,
first.
and it'll be
okay. I love Jacky. She's a badass, but we're gonna have to get to him first.
Oh, I'm not worried about us.
All right. Well,
That
now
being
that
said,
we're all
can we
agreed
set-
on who we're killing,
Hold on,
which
hold
is
on,
great,
Harley.
by the way, and I
Harley,
love.
1 second. Harley,
Yeah.
1 second. Ed,
What?
do you fucking listen into my conversations?
no. I honestly, Olly, I love you.
Kids,
You're like a son to me.
We
but
do
you
not
don't
have
ever
time
talk
for
about
this.
your feelings. There's nothing juicy to listen to, even if I wanted to.
no, listen.
Oh,
Let's
I
keep it that way.
I am an advocate for therapy, and now is not the time. I am so sorry. We gotta get
That's true. We
on
have,
task here, okay?
yeah. How far?
PTA Jacky.
Yeah,
Jay
Ed,
could
how far
show
is
up.
Jacky?
At any moment, I don't know where Jacky is.
I
Ed
text
does.
Jacky for an ETA.
Well, Manny
Oh,
did
I guess
text
I-
Jackie
yeah.
originally, but
send
I was
her a
thinking,
text.
I was asking Ed to track Jackie.
Oh yeah, how far away is Jackie? I don't know. Yeah.
Manny did text, so we're going on to the next step, which is track her.
Oh, look at that. She's pulling up right now.
I think Jackie,
Tabletop games,
you-
ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, we got a finale to finale.
Yeah, Jackie, you pull up at the same time as the semi with all of the guns. So,
I think Jackie knows better than to pull up with that car. She parks a couple blocks away and is now approaching on foot, so
Cool.
as to have less suspicion, and also because Olly and Scraps will murder her and stuff her in the back of the trunk and paint the new car with her blood if she destroys this car.
they wouldn't do that. They would never let it be red.
Blood's very
cool.
bad
Okay,
for the finish.
So Jackie, you are walking up, and you see, the pier entrance. The truck has just pulled up. You know it's the same one because it has that Falcone Logistics on the side, and you see that there's a bunch of guys loading guns out from the truck. What do you... Oh, actually, wait a second. Does Jackie know about the truck? I don't know that Jackie knows about the truck.
Nope.
Olly got the truck after Jackie left. So what you
Yeah,
see,
they
Jackie,
did.
is you just see a truck and a bunch of Joker's guys unloading weapons and taking them down the pier.
Great.
Yeah. What do you do?
Jackie pulls out her phone and sends a quick text to the group chat. Where are you?
The pier.
Mm-hmm. Well, Manny had provided directions in her text, like end of pier. by
Jackie's
the bumper carts. Yeah.
gonna try to get in without the guys noticing her.
All right. So we are definitely jumping back into uptime. Cool. So you're gonna sneak past.
Yeah.
Great. So give me a prowl roll. We're looking at your prowl rating to start, and then you're down one. You're down one die.
Cool. Is it too soon to start pushing myself so I'm not at a negative?
No. So you can push yourself. You can take a devil's bargain. I don't think there's any way any of your crew can assist here. But
No.
if anybody thinks it's
I'm
something.
gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the stress.
Okay, great. So take 2 stress. You've pushed yourself, and you're up to 1.
All right.
Roll it. See what happens.
A 6.
Great.
Hell
How
yeah.
do you infiltrate the pier? You have to get past the guys who are unloading the truck, and a couple of like stationary guards who are on the sort of pier entrance near this gate.
Yeah. I'm treating this as if this was like, a job, and there's a mark that I gotta hit, and maybe they've got a lot of protection. But one of the things that Jackie does really well is that she looks very unassuming, when she's not covered in cuts and bruises. So she just flips like the collar of her jacket and just sort of like melts into the shadows as she finds like smaller entranceways into the pier.
Cool. I think there's one of 2 options for you, given that. 3 options really. You can sort of go around the side and like under the scaffolding of the pier and kind of get back up. You could just sort of meld your way into the line of thugs who are
transporting material into the pier.
Yeah.
Or you could just kind of try to like slide around the edges of everyone's vision. Just stay out of whatever pools of light there are on this pier, stick to the darkness.
So we're gonna
wait until the
Assassin's
guys are
Creed,
looking elsewhere.
old school Assassin's Creed blend,
Right.
where she gets in with the moving line of the crowd, and she's small enough. She's just gonna keep her head down and walk right in. I mean, she's not acrobatic like Manny, so she's not gonna try anything like crazy. She sees an opportunity and she's gonna slip right on in.
Yeah, and I think that there's certainly enough guys here that's not a problem. You might, as a cover, need to like pick up a gun case.
Oh no, a gun for me? Yeah, I'll take it.
And walk in with that.
I'm
cool.
keeping the gun.
Yeah, you can absolutely keep the gun. What kind of gun is it?
I don't know. I want like a machine gun.
Yeah, cool.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. You have like a knockoff AK-47.
Oh hell yeah! So can we confirm if this is loaded or not?
It is not loaded. This is a
man.
gun in a case that is being shipped. So
Well, this is for me for later.
A lot of cases come with mags.
there could absolutely be that.
Okay.
There could absolutely be a magazine in it.
That would be great.
That rules
But,
the hiring? Me?
If not,
No.
it's a present for myself after
Right.
all of this.
Great. Cool. Jacky, you slip through, out through the pavilion midway, kind of thing, and over, and you see you manage to, after looking around for a bit because they're deliberately trying to be inconspicuous. You have to poke around for the bit, and you finally go around the back of the bumper cars, and spot your buddies. I think we rejoin in the middle of the conversation, as Harley is saying something to the effect of,
And if we take the whole pier down before he gets back, that puts him out. Oh,
Hey, Jacky.
Jacky.
The whole pier? Okay. Also, is everyone all right? Manny, are you okay?
Manny just points to the ripped part of her jeans. Where
Holy
you can
shit.
see like a big bandage wrapped around it. I'm patched up enough for now, so
Jesus.
ready to boogie.
I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes. Holly, good to see you. I'm trying to play catch up here and understand what you were doing over there.
Olly got
But,
bullied into doing this by the bats.
Oh,
Showed
no
up with the
shit.
same idea that we had.
Hey!
Bunch of guns
Hey,
shot
whoa,
at us.
what?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing
Great
you're doing.
minds think alike, right?
Or Bats is a bullying jerkbag.
Jacky's going to shuffle off the notion that if they hadn't gotten there first, Harley was definitely going in guns blazing to that operation. It's just gonna be like, okay, coming back to that later. But we're all good. Everyone's fine.
Well, the Joker's goons have got the guns now, so that's a problem.
Yes.
Yeah. So if they get all those onto the pier and we dump the whole thing into the harbor, problem solved, right?
I mean,
It will
could
be
just
sad
blow
to
the
see
whole
all
thing
of
up
the guns go, but yeah.
If
we
we want
could
to get
all
a little
blow
bit
it
more.
It's like, it's probably polluted enough already. Like,
You have no idea.
I mean, it's not like, a mutated fish man is gonna pick up a gun and, right?
Hey, let's not tempt fate. This is Gotham. We've already got a couple of the mutated water people.
He might still be pissed at us about the last
Listen.
time, too.
I don't give a shit if a mutated fishman picks up an Uzi, okay? I care if the bat is gonna come after my ass because, I didn't hold up my end of the deal here.
We're not gonna let that happen.
So, yeah, so we do the thing, and then whatever happens, happens. But, as long as, Joker's off the table in this gang war, we're good, right?
I mean, I think that's all Bats can really ask for. So
All right.
you
Good
want to
at
blow up the
pick.
pier, sink the pier? I don't care which way we do it.
I mean, they're kind of probably going to be the same thing. Anybody else blown up a building before?
Well,
Almost.
A couple.
you know, I've been playing around, and I think I could probably try to make a rudimentary pipe bomb.
Ooh.
We're going to
Alright.
need
Classic.
like 30 or 40 of those.
Yeah, so we make a couple of those. I mean, this thing's rickety as shit.
Yo, you got to do is find just one good
Yeah,
spot,
key
and the whole
support.
structural integrity is done.
I was an engineer in school. I'm sure some of that information's floating around, you know, like bridges and shit.
And I'll tell you what, if I know Jay, they got bombs. There's a store of
shit,
TNT
yeah.
somewhere on this pier. I ain't
Why
found
don't
it
we
yet.
just take it? We just took some guns. We could take the bombs.
What if we just lit that's like flammable, right? What if we just like tossed like a Molotov cocktail into the TNT dash?
Depends on
That works.
if he's got bombs, he's got stuff to set bombs off.
I mean, we've all got matches, right? Just blow the damn pier up.
Well,
Honestly, this seems.
I mean,
like
we
the
don't have to
best
tell
case scenario.
anybody. Everybody that's in
Listen,
it can get blown
this
up.
wood's a million years old. I'd say just light it on fire, but, well, it's a little wet out here.
Holly, how technologically advanced are these goons? Like, you know, is there anything? You know, I'm a little bit of a. You ever seen the movie Hackers? Like, that's me, right? So, you know, I can work a little bit of my keyboard magic and, or I don't know, try to, you know, get us in or into somewhere, or I mean, I don't know, like something that doesn't just involve like throwing fire at bombs. I don't know.
I don't know. Jay's never been too keen on computers. He likes to kind of jury rig things. He's kind of a mechanical guy.
Ed, give me a fortune roll. I think this is just a straight fortune roll. I don't think there's any way your skills would influence this.
Well, I could always try to hack the Batmobile. Doesn't that thing have missiles? 4.
4. Okay. So, a mixed success. I think Harley's gonna think about it and be like,
I mean, there might be like a computer somewhere with like a list of where things are stored.
That's a start. I mean, what's our clearance level here? I mean, you're vouching for us. Can't we just go ask? Can't
She'll
you
be
just
able
ask
to,
where the
yeah.
bombs are? And then we just take some, and then we just plant them, and then we just light a match. And
One of the guys might be a little bit suspicious of us.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. We gotta do it so that they don't, you know, get on high alert.
You can make a distraction somewhere else.
I'm in, and I'm vouching for you, but if we start doing stuff that looks fishy, we're in it, you know?
well, is there a way that we could draw most of the idiots away from any storage centers here in the pier? Like Olly said, a distraction's good.
Distraction's always good.
I mean, I prefer personally to see them blow up. I think that would actually help in terms of the gang war that's happening, but
Oh yeah, like, I would love to blow them up. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Ed, do you think you could use your drone to set off a stockpile?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I knew where the stockpile was, I mean, do we think violence, like an explosion, is our best chance of distracting them, or should I like
Is there an alarm we could trip? Like convince them that maybe Penguin's guys are on their way and they gotta get out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, wait, no, but then they might be
They
even
might
more
take the
fortified.
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. What if I set up like a pop up like movie night, and it's like the
So
Your mind, Ed.
I just had an idea, and we'll circle back to that, Ed.
Okay,
We
I
did
would
take
love
a
to
cer-
circle back to that
We
personally.
would
did take
too.
a certain somebody's truck. We could let them know that the Joker's goons took their truck and where it's at.
oh, like
Wait.
the
You want call Falcone? Here?
I mean, distraction.
Shit. How do we know that he's not in on it?
we don't.
With the Joker?
I don't know. At the very least, like moving all of the arms around. We know
Well,
it's
they're just gonna be
Harvey's
pissed they
base,
stole
but
and didn't pay for it. I don't look.
look, I
whatever.
mean,
I
I've
just
got
drive.
not for nothing. I do have his number.
Even if they are working together, everybody in this town is always double crossing everybody else. It
Yeah,
wouldn't exactly be surprising.
he could
That
buy
was
it from an
fairly movie
outside
night.
source.
Movie night is also a good option, I
Movie
guess.
night is so good.
Oh, what movie are we gonna watch?
I was gonna say.
Wait,
that,
are we gonna
like-
watch that movie Hackers that you were just talking about? Because I ain't seen that one.
Oh yeah, I could put on Hackers. I could also say it's like the.
That might be too on the nose, though.
I was gonna say the
Yeah.
snuff film version of Frozen 2.
Jesus Christ, Ed.
What if we watch
Yes.
Hackers after all this is done?
Yeah, I'm for
No,
that.
no. I think Colin Falcone is probably, or Falcone or whatever, Guy Fieri.
Who?
Diners,
You know,
Fieri.
diners, dives, and
the famous
drive-bys.
supervillain Guy Fieri
Oh my god.
in this
I think,
universe.
I just, I mean, it's a hell of a fucking gamble. If he even believes what we're saying. The last time I called somebody, it went well, Ed.
So,
Movie
2
night.
for 2. No, why don't we call Falcone, and if he's like, no, I'm on, I don't know, busy, I don't care, like, then I can try to put on,
All right.
I don't know, Hackers or something. I'll figure something out.
Shit.
A playlist of industrial
Does-
accidents. I don't
Does
know. I feel
anyone
like that's
have
what
any
you guys
other?
should do.
Does anyone have any just brilliant ideas that don't involve me contacting every last person in my contacts list?
I mean, the other option is just sneak around and blow it all up ourselves. I don't know if we have another option.
I don't know. Maybe we should flip a coin.
Fuck you. Hey,
All right.
Ed. Hey,
Yeah?
look at me.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look. What if we like roll? What we have? How many ideas do we have? We have. Okay. We got to figure this out. We have bomb the whole place. We got call Falcone.
I
We
like
got-
bomb the whole place. Personally.
We got movie night. Do we have a fourth one? Because I have a 4-sided die. You never know when like a D&D game is gonna
How many
string up.
dice? You just have dice on you at all
Yeah, I have a
times?
whole bag. In my fanny pack.
Huh.
Is that
what's
why you
making
make
that
so much
viral?
sound when you're sneaking? Exactly, Ollie. No wonder Ed sucks at sneaking around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very stealthy, but do we have a fourth idea? Or I don't know.
Okay, so the ideas as they exist right now are number one, just sneak around, try to avoid Joker's guys, and get plant and deploy explosives.
Yep.
2
is create a distraction by setting up a movie night and getting all the guys onto one part of the pier to watch the movie while you do your nefarious deeds. 3 is create a high violence distraction by calling Falcone to let him know that the Joker's guys have his truck and that he may want it back. Hopefully drawing all of them out to the scene of the truck fight that will inevitably ensue. And
Personally,
4 is what again?
I don't think we had a fourth.
We didn't
Okay.
have a fourth. We started.
Okay,
I did just realize
Okay,
what movie
hack the
you would
Batmobile.
use.
That was
Oh,
the
fourth
fourth
was
option.
hack.
Oh yeah.
And the fourth is
personally-
hack the Batmobile. So which of those? Which of those are you
I'm just
going
gonna
with?
say-
I personally love movie night and blowing the pier up but just using the movie night to blow the pier up. It feels incredibly comic booky in the
Yeah.
best possible way.
You know what movie we use, right? You know what movie we use to attract the attention of like dozens of fucking hyper violent clowns with 3 brain cells to rub between. They pass back and forth like the fucking witches of fate.
I mean, I heard
Fight
the
Club.
Bronco
2019's
was.
The
Fight Club.
Oh,
It's Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be Fight Club, baby. Yes.
It's got to be Fight Club.
You
And
know,
then
I
we
haven't
pull the
seen
rug
Fight
out
Club.
from under them because we're gonna show them the one with the censored Chinese ending, where this is true. If you stream Fight Club in China, you get a censored version where before the final scene, it goes to black and there's a title card that just says Tyler left enough clues that the police figured out the whole thing and arrested everybody, and they sent Tyler to the insane asylum. The end.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Damn.
Bold.
And that is a true thing. Anyway, yes.
I hate it.
Okay, so you're gonna show Fight Club. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not our worst plan tonight.
Right.
Alright.
Let's see. I made friends with a couple of guys like waiting in line for the bathtub. So
Oh, of course you did.
I'll start there and kind of spread the news.
And we should. I think the rest of us should split up and start. Well, I guess.
Get some bombs.
Baby, do you know where the Joker might be hiding explosives around here?
I got some ideas. We can poke around.
All right, let's go prowling and
Hell yeah.
prowling and planting. Ed, you got. I feel like you just gotta channel your dad at a sleepover, watching the kids, making sure everybody's got popcorn and candy and soda.
Yeah,
Movies.
I have a plan.
All right.
Please tell me it doesn't involve driving any cars into any buildings.
No,
Confirm it for me.
we're gonna jury rig a projector. We're gonna spread the word. I'm gonna download, Fight Club.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hopefully there's
Are
an
we-
internet connection.
Are we gonna time the explosion to the end of the movie?
Well, how long's the movie?
I don't want to wait that long.
I know,
Just
but it'd be
once we
real
know that they
poetic,
get-
you know?
Oh my god, what if
We
it
could-
takes
Yeah,
a
but what
really
if they
long
don't- what if
time and
they-
they finish Fight Club?
What if they have the attention span of a freaking goldfish?
They are jokers.
That is likely. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Why don't we time it to the first time a dick shows up on screen?
Yeah, I like that.
And I think
Yeah.
that's a good break line. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, Ed, you need to put together a movie projector setup, and get the movie. Manny, you and Harley are going to poke around and try to find wherever it is the Joker stashes his explosives. Olly and Jacky, what is your
Oh.
role?
We're gonna light them up and place them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, so the two of you are working together to actually place them around the pier while the guys are distracted. So, let's start with Ed. Ed, I think we are looking at a tinker roll to get this setup going.
Okay. So, two questions. One, do I lose a die because of the Joker's level? Like,
so I think this is actually independent of levels. So
Okay.
we're just doing your tinker, and I think this is also going to count for. Well, no, it might be slightly contested because I think this should count for how successful you are in spreading the word, as well as you're putting this impromptu movie night together. So let's say it is contested. So you're starting with your tinker rating, and then you're going to lose 1 because of your level difference with Joker's gang.
And then, so I have 3 in tinker, so I remove 1.
Cool.
And
you're. Oh no, I'm sorry. You don't have a full level of harm marked anymore, so you're good.
No, I have 1 square, so that means I don't lose a die.
No, I'm sorry. It's any boxes you have marked, so you actually
no.
So you're down another one.
Okay, that's fine. But I also have a new skill, Inventor. Gain 1 die when rolling to craft a gadget or software.
Perfect.
Or fill 1 extra segment on a clock when creating a complex device. Anyway, and then I guess could I push myself?
Yeah, absolutely. So you have 1 for your inventor skill, and if you push yourself and spend 2 stress, you're getting another 1. So you're up to at least 2.
So I have 3 tinker. I lost 1 because of the levels, and another because of the harm. But then I gained 2 back, so I'm back at 3.
So you're back at 3.
Okay.
Roll it.
All right. Come on, little dices. We can do this. Fight Club, go. Okay, so I have a 1, a 4, and a 6.
6. All right, perfect success. Ed, give us a quick montage of where you're setting this up, what it looks like, and Ed convincing some Joker guys to attend and start spreading the word.
I think he just starts he goes to one of the common rooms or one of the most populated places and starts really noisily oh my god, a dad trying to set up a TV and they can't do it and but they're not looking at the instructions and they're just cursing really loudly god, stupid fucking thing. And so he's just kind of making a ruckus, and if any people come over, he's oh well, the big J says mandatory educational movie tonight, Fight Club. So
actually, this tracks perfectly. So
I'm just
it really
trying
does.
to figure out how to get this. I'm trying to fucking figure out how to get this piece of crap projector to work, and I don't know. I made it myself, so we'll see. But and also I don't know. Is LimeWire still around? Where do I even go to download movies?
Yeah, and I think this is at the merry-go-round, which is right smack dab in the middle of the pier, very centrally located, and it's kind of where the guys go back to just to chill in between actually doing things. They just sort of naturally congregate around the merry-go-round. So you're doing this there, and you're talking very loudly about the thing, and the guys start spreading the word. Oh, there's a movie night, and it starts to sort of filter out through the ranks.
Tell them to get the popcorn from there's some that's still good. They have it vacuum sealed, so we'll pop some.
Manny, you and Harley are trying to find the explosives.
Yeah.
How are you doing this?
Well, Harley said she might have ideas, and Manny's good at sneaking around, so I think Harley will do more of the like hard talking of the like I belong here, you can't stop me kind of a thing, and like walk around. And I think Manny's gonna go back to her classic Arkham things of like sneaking, prowling, going through like ventilation shafts, things like that, to spy things, because the plan is once they get them, like once Harley figures out where they are, Manny's going to steal them.
Yep.
And get them to Jacky and Olly.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're definitely looking at a prowl roll. You are starting with your prowl rating. You are definitely directly contesting the Joker's guys with this. So for level difference, you're going to lose 1.
Okay.
And you also have harm marked. So you're going to lose 1 for that as well.
Will I be bypassing security measures at all?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, well then I will like to use my Master Thief special ability, which lets me ignore the penalty for targets that exceed my level.
Perfect. So you've done
so
that, so you're just
2.
down 1.
Does downtime remove any stress?
Oh yeah, the relax action removes stress. So everybody's stress has reset. Or reset at the end of the downtime.
Okay, all right. Well, then I will also push myself to get another dice.
Cool. Okay, so sounds like you're up to 3.
Yep, I started at 3 and back up.
Great. Roll it.
Alrighty. Well, thank goodness, because it's a 6, 2, and a 1.
All right, 6 is perfect. So I think Harley starts. I want to say casually, but it's not casual at all. Harley starts kind of marching around and goes up to some guys, says, all
right, you knuckleheads, Mr. J wants some bombs, so let's go get the stuff. We're gonna get it out to the cars.
And they're sort of like, okay. And they lead Harley directly to, let's say, the fun house. The sort of, the corridors of the fun house have just been packed to the gills with explosives. I think, we're talking like TNT plastic explosives,
very cartoon
things. Yeah, like a combination of like absolute cartoon bombs and like scarily real like military grade.
Is anyone
shit.
thinking about the opening scene in Lego Batman where they're just listing all of the different bomb types they have in the airplane?
It's that, but visually.
So Manny's taking
yeah.
pictures and texting the group and being like, what am I stealing here? Any preferences? Call them out now.
As many as you want.
Well, I mean, which ones are easier to rig up in short notice?
Oh, the TNT is going to be easier, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, Hopper, they are muted.
Olly finally figures out how to text on this razor. And the picture comes through. That's a lot of bomb. If that goes off,
I was gonna
not just this tier that's gonna disappear, like a good chunk of this geographic location is gonna. We can probably just set that to go off.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
This is like very poorly texted.
Yeah, we could do that.
Can you guys do that? Or do you need...
Well, I think Manny's gonna respond back, say, let me just make sure there's nothing nuclear in here. And then we're good.
Yeah, the Joker,
it's perfectly plausible that the Joker would have a dirty bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Olly literally kind of does like at Jacky, just goes and then fair enough. Does a fair.
Is that
Fair
what I
enough.
look like?
Is that what you look like
Is that what I look like?
when you do the thing where you're just like, I guess?
So Manny, you you have this text exchange after the guys have taken out just a couple of miscellaneous things of TNT, and Harley has ordered them off elsewhere down the pier to load them up, and you are able to sneak in, slide in around the side. You have this text conversation, you're looking around. As far as you can tell, this is all conventional explosives.
Okay. Next group text. Do y'all want me to rig this up, or do you want to come here and do it? No one's here for now.
I want to.
But you gotta move fast.
Up. I want to blow something up.
All right, get over here. And
Jacky does.
Manny provides directions, obviously.
Great. All right. So, because Manny, because you've already infiltrated the area, you are able to get your crew members in as well. So we have Jacky, Manny, and is Olly in there as well, or is Olly gone elsewhere?
Olly has not. Since the plan has changed, Olly is going to go and disable every single clown car and the semi-truck.
Nice.
Except for one, because Betty Green can't take 5 people. 4 people is a stretch. 5 people is going to be a little bit rough, and so they figure that Manny and Harley will probably take off in their little clown car love wagon.
Great.
Yeah.
And
you find one of these that's like a chopped VW Bug rather than one of the vans that looks like a likely candidate to
Excellent.
not sabotage. Cool.
And
So, Olly, give me a quick. I think we're talking about a tinker roll. To
I'm definitely great at
sabotage
that.
the vehicles. You are starting with your tinker rating, and you're down by 1 for.
Well, that's
the
great
level
because
difference.
I have no tinker rating.
Great. So you're at disadvantage to start.
So
you
the
can push
other
yourself.
question-
You can take a devil's bargain.
Well, the other question I have is, I rolled a 1 on my downtime. Did that mean I removed 1 point of stress?
No, all your stress clears.
All of the stress clears.
Yeah, all your stress clears on
Oh,
downtime.
rad.
The role in this version of the game is to basically determine if what you do to clear your stress gets you into trouble.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now I'm very anxious. Okay.
We'll see how this roll goes.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna push myself then.
Okay.
To get
so
back
you're
to
taking
just-
2 stress, and you're up to 1. So 1d6, roll it.
That is a 6 on the dice.
Yes.
Amazing. All right, so Olly, you
It
are
would have
able
been, and it would have been a
to-
5 if I had rolled with disadvantage. It would have been a 6 and a 5. God, yes.
Cool. So, you are able to sneak around while Jacky and Manny are, essentially linking up all of these bombs to a detonator, or like a series of detonators, depending, and you are able to disable. With a 6, all of the vehicles, except for that one chopped bug. And you're good. Jacky and Manny. Let me get... I think we're talking about a teamwork roll. And this is going to be the final piece to set up. So... you're getting these bombs in order. I think
I don't know. What do y'all think? Tinker, operate.
I mean, I don't know if it's tinker. I don't remember the difference between tinker and operate, honestly.
Oh, you know what? Tinker says specifically tinker with explosives. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
I have none
definitely
point,
tinker.
none point in tinker.
All right.
Me neither.
Wow,
Okay.
Harley.
Hell yeah!
So
This feels fitting.
you're both rolling with disadvantage. Best roll
I can do one
counts
thing though.
for the group.
If it's teamwork, I will help. I have a skill that says that's called "I've got you." I can ignore the stress mark when assisting a crewmate as long as I'm talking them through the task.
I don't think you need to because I have 1 stress right now, where we just came out of downtime.
Oh, that's fair.
I do think.
Are we both gonna roll?
I think we both should. Well, I think that's what the teamwork will do.
Yeah, if you're doing teamwork, you're both rolling. You
Okay,
could do it.
I'm gonna
you could
push
do it as
myself
an
then.
assistant.
Is,
You would
is
rather.
there any way I can help?
Well, I was
Like-
gonna say, Manny would call Ed on Snapchat and ask for guidance because all Manny wants to do is have a long wire that goes out to the car and one of those plunger explosive detonators.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ed, if you mark a stress, you can assist Manny, and
I will do that.
that will bring Manny up to 1.
I'm just gonna push myself.
Okay.
Well, because
So-
I have a
Jacky, you're at 1 from the push. Manny, you're at 1 from the assist.
I'm also pushing.
Okay, so you're at 2.
Yeah, because
I
I have a severity 1 harm, so I think I'm up to 1,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so
Yes.
we're both rolling 1 die.
You are. Okay.
And
so
I'm,
you're
I'm
I
pushing
send a-
myself, and I'm taking stress from teamwork. All right.
I sent a quick text to you know who just says, if you hear a weird explosion in a couple of minutes, don't worry about it, and then just rigs up the explosions.
cool. Roll them.
We're all about communication now.
I
That's a
rolled a
6.
4. Ooh, we're taking that one. Yay!
All right. So you both mark 1 stress.
It
The
says
6 counts
huzzah on my little
for
dice.
both of you. Okay. So with a 6.
That's great.
Tell me what it looks like. Where do you all retreat to as everything is now set up? The explosives are rigged. You have a remote detonator.
Oh, not a plungy plunge?
I mean, you could, if you want a plungy plunge, you could have strung wire out to where do you go? To
Very
set this
far
up?
away. I
Yeah.
think so. Ollie's moved the cars. I
Yeah.
think everybody gets out there and you're like, why did Ollie move the cars like 500 feet away from the pier?
Yeah, I think they're Manny's gonna delight in like running with a big reel of wire.
Yeah.
I think by that time, if Ed's
Yeah, and
there,
Harley has the the plunger switch in her arms next
Can
to
we
you.
have a remote
Perfect.
detonator as a backup just in case?
Oh yeah.
yeah, Jacky probably did that one.
Got
at
it.
the backup.
Is it actually connected at all, or is Jacky just planning on hitting the thing when the plunger goes in to make the?
Hey,
to
it was
make the-
teamwork. It was totally connected. Usually, the wire one is the backup for the battery.
valid.
Yeah. But I think they're gonna go to the in between the cars so they can.
Yeah, so
Book it as soon as it goes up.
String this wire out, several hundred feet down the waterfront, away from the pier, where Ollie has parked the cars. Ed, you have started the movie and quietly slipped out, and
We're killing a
and
lot of
joined
people.
the group. Yeah, you're about
Hey, Ed,
to do
you're a
a
killer.
mass murder.
Oh,
Proud of you, buddy.
good.
Welcome to the club.
That's really great.
Yeah, Harley has finished attaching
It helps
the
their
wires.
bad guys.
Yeah,
plunger.
don't really worry about it too much.
They shot
and-
me.
Listen, I've been hanging out with these mooks for like 3 days. They all deserve to get blown up.
Yeah, listen to Holly. Holly's usually right.
Yeah.
And she
Holly's smarter than
gestures
me.
at the plunger. Like, okay, we're ready to go.
Do it.
Who's doing this with me? Team effort?
Wait, can we all do it?
Yeah! Let's all
Okay.
get around.
Oh my god, it's like the lethal injection where they have a bunch of different people like push the button so you don't know who's actually like.
Ed, don't
on
get
the
so
button.
morbid about this.
Oh no, we're all doing this together.
Yeah, we're all of us are doing this.
Seriously, don't worry about this one.
All right.
Okay.
nothing.
All right.
Okay,
right.
so you all put your hands on the plunger. You count down to 3, 3, 2, 1.
What?
You push it. You can hear Fight Club, the the heavy industrial music of the Dust Brothers echoing across the water, and then blam! A absolutely massive explosion. This creates a small mushroom cloud. This huge fireball rises up, blasting outward from the
Get in the
center
car, get in the car, get in the car.
of Arkham Wonderland Pier. I think the concussive force is enough that even at the distance that you are, there's like this blast of wind. It's like if you stepped out your door into a hurricane for a second.
We solved
and,
it. We did it.
This is what
and
Batman wanted.
you
Yep.
see the pier,
Save the city.
the Ferris wheel, the tall tower with the swings collapsing in on themselves and sinking in a huge heap into Gotham Harbor. Car alarms are going off. Lights of people's apartments are flipping on all around, and there is, I think, as you get into, do you get into the car immediately?
We gotta get in the car.
Holy!
We gotta get out of here.
That's
Yeah.
a huge cloud. Oh,
Oh yeah,
my god!
Manny has shoved into reverse and has hit the pedal.
Yeah,
Outrun
great.
the shockwave.
As
Which
you,
car are we all? Are we all in a car together?
There's 2 cars. Does anybody else go with Manny and Harley? Presumably. Ollie's not
Yeah,
letting anybody
I'm
else
gonna
drive.
let them have a
Anyway.
moment. I'm gonna go pile in to Betty Green.
Harley, Harley takes the wheel of the bug. Olly, you're behind the wheel of Betty, and as you zoom off away from this scene of absolute chaotic destruction, the sirens start in the background in earnest.
Another successful mission.
We did it!
We stopped the gang war.
We did it.
The city.
There's still a mushroom cloud behind us as we're
Oh,
saying.
and
Yeah.
Jackie, this is actually
What?
bonus. Remember the doctor that Holly sent to fix up Olly at the at the yard?
Yeah.
So that was actually one of Joker's guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but don't worry, because now he's dead. He's exploded.
Oh
It's
well.
fine.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
Scrapyard is safe. Oh yeah, well, I mean, unless we're driving parallel to each other, I can't hear that. Never mind.
We have a call going.
This is a group call.
Yeah.
We just killed like 90 clowns with 1 stone.
I feel
Yeah.
like the
That's good.
planet
I
is
feel
better
better.
off for it.
I feel better now. I was on the fence there for a bit, but now I really do feel better.
Yeah, I didn't have to see them die, so I still say that this doesn't really count, and we still haven't really killed anybody.
Sure.
I think it's fine. It's
Whatever
fine.
helps you sleep
Alright.
better.
Hey,
Yeah.
Manny, are you on speaker?
Yeah.
Harley, does this count as catharsis?
Yeah, I think this is the textbook definition.
Awesome.
I'm feeling
right.
great.
Woo!
And as your two cars speed down the roadway, you pass in the other direction, skidding out from around the corner and going towards the explosion, the Batmobile.
Yep, we're having that moment where we're both looking at each other.
Yes, and there's this brief moment
Umbrella Academy gift
where Batman turns in the driver's seat of the Batmobile, makes eye contact with you in the other cars going in the other direction, and just goes,
We solved it.
We'll call you.
And I want to get one last shot of each of our chaos gremlins as you drive away from the scene of this absolute disaster that you have created to great success. Let's start with Olly in the driver's seat. What's our last shot of Olly?
I think the last shot of Olly we see is how many cop cars are coming in this direction?
All of them?
Cool. Olly flicks a switch and all the lights in Betty Green go out. Headlights, tail lights, everything. No running lights, nothing. Completely dark. And we see Olly take their glasses off. And so we see this, the extremely neon green, unnatural looking eyes as they just kind of dodge between a bunch of cop cars who can't see a damn thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Ed, what's our last view of Ed for this arc?
I feel like it's just oh my god, I think it has to be like he got in the back seat instead, like Jacky got to the front seat first. So it's like him, like it's like the last snapshot is him like rolling down the window like like as Olly like weaves in and out of these cop cars.
Yeah. You throw up on a cop car.
Yes.
Jacky. What's our last shot of Jacky?
Jacky is sitting in the front seat, just sort of like enjoying the drive and watching the flames from our little mushroom cloud in the side view mirror. Fires off a quick text like, I'm fine. Pockets the phone. And then so Olly was just like, I like to think that this was our best weaponized incompetence, and now the Batman will never talk to us again.
Fuck, I hope so.
And Manny in the other car. What is our last shot of Manny for this one?
As Manny and Harley drive away, Manny suddenly goes, "Ooh, hold on!" And reaches into her pocket and pulls out a pack of Sour Patch Kids. It says, "I stole this from the snack cart. I figured it'd be a nice little treat for success." And I think they just share candy and drive off hollering with glee.
Amazing. And with that, we pull back from our two cars speeding off into the night as the remains of this flaming pier collapsing into the harbor blaze in the background. And our view shifts. And we are in an opulent office with black and white carpeting, big, shiny Art Deco desk lit by a crystal lamp, and this impossibly Art Deco window looking out over the waterfront, and we can see that fireball off in the distance as the pier explodes. At the window is a short, rotund figure in a tuxedo, smoking a cigarette in a long holder. The Penguin.
Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but looks like the Joker is not going to be working out of there any longer. We may have just gotten the upper hand in this gang war. Too bad. I was very excited to enlist your help, my friend. But, well, there will be a lot of cold nights in Gotham ahead. I'm sure our partnership will be able to deal with those.
And we pull back to see the second figure in the office, a person in a metal suit with a big glass-domed helmet, the inside of which is coated in frost. And that, folks, is going to be Flights of Fandom, Escape from Arkham, flight number 4. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us for this one. It was a blast. I have been absolutely delighted with the cast. Absolutely delighted at everybody in chat. Y'all are awesome. It's been a pleasure. And in fact, we have all been so delighted by this flight and this series of flights that we have decided to spin off this particular flight into its own stream. We will be playing a long play campaign following an expanded crew of former Gotham henchmen. We're going to try to kick it off this spring, and you will get a much more in-depth version of what you've seen here. So all your favorites, Jacky and Olly and Manny and Ed, are all going to be back. We're going to throw some new characters and some new players into the mix as well, and we will see just what kind of chaos this crew can create in a long-form campaign in Gotham City. If you would like to, if you would like to get alerted to when we are going to launch that, follow us on the ManaPot Studios Twitter and Instagram. You can also join the ManaPot Studios Discord, and we will have updates on when that new stream is going to launch. We are super pumped for it. And we're really excited to bring this one to you. In the meantime, you can head on over to youtube.com/ManaPot Studios to watch past flights. This one that we've just concluded is going to go up there shortly-ish, and you'll be able to watch the whole thing over again. You can also catch all previous recent episodes of Flights of Fandom under the Videos tab right here on Twitch. And with that, once again, I have been David as your humble GM. You can check out my game stuff over at dbb-8.itch.io, including the game that we've been playing right here in the dark. And I will send it over to the cast for their final shout-outs and plugs. Let's kick it off with Marcy.
Hey y'all, man, this was so good. I already can't wait for spring when we can bring all these characters back on a more permanent basis, which is exciting and very intimidating at the same time. We hope to see you all there. But in the meantime, Flights of Fandom isn't going anywhere. In fact, there is going to be another episode on our usual time on Tuesday, this Tuesday at 8 p.m. as we're going to be kicking off February with a trip to the TVA and all the shenanigans that go there. If you saw our one shot of that happened in December, well, that gang is all back. Hopper's a part of that cast, along with some other reoccurring cast members that you've seen around this channel. Feel free to stay tuned for that. It'll be every Tuesday in February. And then when February's done, well, we've got Mad Max coming up, we've got Bridgerton, we've got Star Wars, and we have BioShock. So clearly we've got our hands full of fandoms. In addition to that, every other Sunday at 4:30 p.m., we have our Invisible Sun game, The Hole in the World, which will be coming back February 13th, provided you're not sick of myself or Hopper, as we will be in that. You can watch us there. There's a host of other shows that you can find on ManaPot Studios. If you check out our calendar, check out our Discord, check out our YouTube, tons of stuff there. And if you ever want to play in one of the games with us, you should let us know.
Awesome. Let's hear from Mattie.
Hello, all. I am no longer Ed. I am now Mattie. Thank you so much for joining us. Definitely looking forward to the long form game. I am hopefully, probably, yes, going to be doing some character art for that. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure it'll be posted on ManaPot's various pages, but I also have a Instagram account at Cellular, and I have a website, madcreativeny.com, or you can just go to cellular.com and it'll redirect you. But yeah, very excited to come back in the spring, and in the meantime, definitely check out the other Flights of Fandom stuff and the other stuff on ManaPot going on for more RPG goodness. Yeah, super excited.
Cool. We're going counterclockwise, I've decided. Let's go over to Puja.
Hello, everybody. I am Puja. You can still find me on Twitter at Puja and at Pujabberwocky on Instagram. And I will not be in the next round of Flights of Fandom, but that doesn't mean I'll be far. You can find me over on Nat One Fun's channel on Wednesdays for the brand new Running Feywild campaign that just premiered last week. So very excited about that. The graphics are bananas and the cast is super fun. So please do check that out. On Thursdays, I'm at my usual home on Wandering Society, playing Sentinels of the Multiverse, a comic book game, but where I'm playing a hero instead of a hench person. It's strange, but it's fun too. And then, of course, on Saturday, over on the Total Party Kiss channel, playing Strange Hungers, which is a D&D 5e horror campaign that has gotten extremely spooky. Links to all of those games can be found on my Twitter bio. So I hope to see you around, but if not, I will see you in the Twitch chat for the upcoming Flights of Fandom games.
Awesome. And Hopper.
Well, shit. Still me. Sorry about that. Yeah, what's up? If you're not utterly sick of me, like Marcy said, I will be on the next. I mean, I'm sick of me, so but I still show up, so you should too. I will be playing the variant of Bucky Barnes, who became the Punisher after his Steve Rogers died. And there's a Steve Rogers that's went to hell that he just met, and it's come watch me make hard eyes at Steve Rogers while we're both kind of bastards. It should be good. If you want more bad hot takes or generally aggressive opinions, you can follow me at Fail Deadly. That is with a 3 instead of an E, and I'm also on The Hole in the World. Which to be to say it February 13th. My brain is fried. And recently I started just getting into the producing side of things, and I started every so often I'm streaming some Gloomhaven games with friends using the digital shit over on my channel, The Legend Tree, which is also where I put all my RPG content that's not just me being a disaster at people. So if that's your jam, come check that out, and I'll be doing some actual TTRPG actual play in the near future as well.
Cool. All right, that is it for us for this evening. But definitely check out all the stuff plugged. Follow us for the new series when it drops in the spring. And with that, we will see you next time on Flights of Fandom here on ManaPot Studios.